Hello, my name is Sierra Engle, and I have been a nurse for about a year and a half now. I started off in the hospital on a medical surgical telemetry unit and quickly found out I wasn't really meant for it. I now do pediatric home health, and I love the flexibility. I love the outdoors, and I have horses, alpacas, dogs, and cats, so I'm constantly taking care of all of them. The biggest influence in my life would have to be my dad. I'm always calling him for advice or asking for help, and he's always willing to help me, even if it's 1 in the morning picking me up, for 2 hours away. On my bucket list, I would have to say is going to Ireland and exploring abandoned castles. I also really want to go back to the Yukon with my dad and do a 500-mile canoe trip with him on the Yukon and Teslin rivers. For my capstone project, the concept I have decided to do is creating new training and safety manuals for the care of my patient. I will also be coming up with a better layout for her room so that the space can be better utilized to fit all of the medical supplies in an easy to find place. I work in pediatric home health and currently take care of a patient who has 24/7 nursing in the home. She is an extremely complex patient, and getting her out of the room is a long and difficult process due to the multiple medical devices she is hooked up to and her supplies not being arranged properly. The first thing I plan on doing is rearranging the contents of her room so that we have more room for medical devices and we can safely move around. Then I will rearrange her supply closet so that all of the excess trach, gastric tube, and other supplies are easy to locate. I will coordinate with the mother so that she can give input on the new layout of the room since it is her house and her daughter. I want her to feel included. I plan on completing these 2 steps in about 2 weeks. After the safety in the room is addressed, I will work on updated information packets about my patient's disease process. Since she is so complex, it can be easy to get overwhelmed by her tracheostomy and keeping up on how to properly take care of it in case of a respiratory emergency. I will provide 3 different articles that highlight the key points in taking care of a patient during a respiratory episode. I will also create a master list of medications that she is on, as well as a list of everything that is needed when taking her on an outing. If we do have to take her to the emergency room, the master medication list would be a very good thing to hand over to the pediatricians, since we do so many medication weans. Having an updated list is crucial in case we are on a big time constraint. Also, having a to-do list on things to bring with us in case of an outing is very important. We have everything from a portable ventilator, pulse ox machine, suction machine, oxygen machine, and then medications, feeding pumps. We just have a lot of stuff to take with us, and stuff has been known to be forgotten on outings, which is never good, especially when it is something crucial like a suction machine. So we don't get a plug and have a respiratory arrest. So implementing that, I think, could really help with the safety of my patient. All of this stuff will be put into protective sheets and put into a binder and placed in the supply closet for all of the nurses to get easy access to. The mother will be asked what she thinks is the most important information for the nurses to know about her daughter and care, so that way it can also be incorporated into this information as well. These last steps will take me about 2 to 3 weeks to complete, and the materials to be developed are 1, a sketch of the new layout of the room, 2, a sketch of the new layout of the supply closet and where the different items are located, 3 different articles on tracheostomy and ventilator management and care. 4 is an updated master medication list. 5 is a to-go check-off sheet for outings. All of the caregivers will be given a walkthrough of the new room and supply closet layout during shift change. This should be really easy to implement quickly because there are only about 5 nurses and 2 family members that take care of the patient. The articles, medication sheet, and checkoff sheet will be put in a binder and placed in the supply closet, again for easy access for anyone involved in care. I will include a paper that each nurse will sign to show that they have read the material. After about 2 weeks of all the steps being implemented, I will have all the caregivers evaluate the changes and give feedback on if it's working, or if it needs any changes or tweaks. And I have also read and understand the course syllabus for the class.